We're going to move on to our next segment. We are hitting the 5 o'clock hour and excited to bring up the Santa Ana Unified School District. But let's watch this short video. Hello, welcome. We have Robin McNair from Santa Ana Unified School District. We have Sabrina Skills, Ezekiel Cantu. We're so excited. Stephen Ramirez. We have Charles Grace, Maricela Peña. Thank you so much for being here for this very special segment. We are so excited to have you all here. And I'm really excited. I am a Santa Ana Unified School District graduate. I went to Santa Ana High School, and I love the art programs, and I'm so excited that you guys are here to be able to tell that story and share with the world how awesome Santa Ana is. And their arts program is great. It's one of the best, I want to say, in the world, because that's what I feel. Welcome, Robin.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria. It's so exciting to be here with you tonight, and we can tell that your background in performing arts really has well prepared you to be the moderator for Art Walk Online. You're doing a fabulous job. And it's just really excited. Welcome, everybody. It's so good to see you out there in virtual land. We're excited to share our SAUSD students tonight. This is our SAUSD Art Walk segment. For the past several years, many of our students have participated live when Art Walk was happening on the streets of downtown Santa Ana, and we've had to let go of that for a while, and we're excited to be back and sharing in this digital place. Our kids have loved being part of Art Walk and the vibrant arts community here, so we're excited to build that, and we need our artists more than ever. So thank you to the Art Walk team for making it possible for us to be part of this tonight. I want to introduce Sabrina Skills. She's our visual and performing arts specialist who's here providing tech support for us tonight. She does a lot of ways to support us in the arts, and we're really grateful for her. And then we have two amazing art teachers that represent the quality and caliber of the amazing art teachers that we have in our community and teaching our kids. That's Stephen Ramirez and Maricela Peña. And then they are helping they're so important to getting our kids' voices heard, because even during the pandemic, our kids have remained creating, and their voices and responses to this time have been very poignant and powerful. So we are happy to share that tonight. And then speaking of our kids, we have a special guest, Ezekiel Cantu, so we'll be hearing more about him tonight as well. So Stephen, please introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Stephen Ramirez, and I teach digital media arts at Century High School. I'm one of the co-creators of the virtual art show that you'll be seeing tonight. Having come from the arts industry before, becoming a teacher, I put a priority on connecting my students to real life experiences and artists in the industry. And now it's Maricela.
Hi everyone, I'm Maricela Peña. I grew up in Santa Ana, born and raised. For the past 12 years, I've been teaching at Lauren Grissett Academy, one of our alt ed sites in the district. I teach drawing and painting, and growing up in Santa Ana has been vital to who I am today, and it was super important for me to come back to the community and teach students that live in the community that I grew up with. I was also, for the past year, working with Robin with our youth in our youth arts advocacy program, teaching them how to speak up and be advocates for the importance of arts in their community. We do have Ezekiel Cantu, who Mr. Ramirez and I have both taught when he was at Century and now at Lauren. I teach, he's in my classroom too, I teach him. And he waved hello, Ezekiel. And we'll be hearing a little bit more from him a little bit later. Thank you.
Yes, so tonight we have a special treat for you. We're going to provide you with a smorgasbord of things that our students have been doing to engage in the community. We have a little bit of videos and live interviews with Ezekiel, and you'll be able to just see snippets of some of the magnitude of things that are happening in our community. So that said, we do hope that you'll check us out on our social media at SAUSD Arts. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we do have a YouTube channel. We would really appreciate more likes as well so we can get our own URL. Anyway, Stephen, take it away.
So Santa Ana is very proud to have a vocal music program from elementary through the high school levels. Students step out of their comfort zones and out of nothing create beautiful music with their voices alongside their peers. Thanks to the support from our wonderful teachers and the piano collaborators, students have the opportunity through music to learn about history, culture, language, and how music can be a voice for social justice. In this time of uncertainty, whether in our homes or fighting to change in the streets, hope is what keeps us connected through the universal language of music. With our voices, we will spread hope and unite our community with a message of unity and love. This song we're about to share is called Bring Us Home. Features the voices of many of our choir students from their homes recording this song, which was put together by our community, by our vocal music teachers. You can catch the full video on our social media sites.
Listen to the sound of my voice. Can you feel the beat of my heart? Listen to the questions I have. Listen to me. It's all very simple to see what we need. Give us hope. My voice is calling. Can you see? Look in my eyes. Can you feel? My hand is reaching. Give us hope and we'll show you the way.
That was so beautiful.
Yes, our kids are giving us hope every single day. And it was really amazing how they put that together with individual recordings from whatever conditions they're in right now. And they sent them in and we put that compilation together. And on that note, as you know, our seniors have had a really big challenge this year. They didn't get to walk for graduation. School stopped right in the middle of what should be one of their most fun and joyous years. So we have this really beautiful video that we'd like to share. It comes from our band and orchestra director, Mark Santos, from Godinez Fundamental High School. He created this video compilation with all of his students in the same format. They were recording from home and they synced it all together to present this beautiful video. And it's a tribute to our graduating seniors. This was recently featured on NBC. We're going to show you just a little bit, but you can see the whole thing on our social media. Take it away, Sabrina.
So as you can tell, the youth arts is very near and dear to our heart. For the past year, we have been working with a select group of students from across our district in all different grade levels. And we've created a youth arts leadership group where we give them the tools they need to speak up for arts advocacy and how important and essential it is to their education. We were actually recognized as the first district in the state to focus on giving students a voice on arts advocacy in the district. We were scheduled to be the keynote speakers along with Robin and a select group of teachers and students in a state conference in Sacramento in May. Needless to say, because of the pandemic, that didn't happen. But we do want to share a little bit about our story on how we worked with these students and gave them the tools they need to succeed.
Buffering.
Always the technical difficulties in these, unfortunately, when we've never had one yet.
No. It happens, but that's incredible what you just said, Maricela. Like, you were going to attend a Sacramento, representing the district. That's huge, like putting Santa Ana on the map, and, that's all about it in a positive light. So I know we get a bad reputation sometimes, but looks like it's on. Woo!
Uh-oh, an error. Well, so to that end, it was a thing called creating momentum. And in Santa Ana Unified School District in the arts, we are creating momentum. And our youth voices are being heard, and we're trying to raise and elevate them more and more.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is we're trying to turn our youth leaders into not just artists, but we're also trying to teach them how to become activists for themselves and agents of change. So how they're taking that artwork, how they're putting deeper meaning into it, and how they're co-creating with each other to actually become the components of change in our community, which is their community, which is the community that they belong to, and showing them that they have the power. And those are the main things that we were trying to work with our students.
It looks like Sabrina's got the video going. Okay.
It's important to have art classes at school because some students use art as a creative outlet to help deal with the turmoil that's going on in their life, and some people feel that they can't do art because they've never actually been taught how to do art, and it discourages them. But I feel we should have art classes to make sure every student has the opportunity to get better at their art.
Before I started doing art, my grades would be like really low to the point where I'd have to go to tutoring and stay home from things till I actually got a grade up at least by a letter, and they changed so drastically. Now my grades are A's and B's.
Well, my introduction to arts was photography and video. I've spent a lot of time taking pictures and capturing moments. I feel like the best way I can contribute to this cause would be capturing this action of this ability to create. I think it's going to be really important that officials, city officials, and adults as a whole see that the students actually care about what we're doing and don't take this as something that can be removed or subsided for something else.
Art isn't optional. It's not just a hobby. It's not just something that you do on the side. It has potential, and if you want to follow that potential, you can do so because school provides the experience.
Such good times, such good memories. We really miss the kids. And March, seems like it was so long ago. I can't even believe it's been about 12 weeks already. And March was the last time that we were able to all be together as a community in the arts. We had the incredible Boca de Oro Festival of Literary, Visual, and Performing Arts and Culture in our city. That event is a huge, beautiful collaboration, which is just a beautiful intersection of all the artists, from our very littles to our senior artists. And when we had this, when I watched this next video for the first time, I was really brought to tears, because it has been a long time since we've been able to be together. And for some of our kids, this was the last time they've had to perform all year long. But I think this video is gonna give you a great insight into the magnitude of this event. This film was captured by our very own film students in this district. And we had over 7,000 people in attendance that day. It was really magical, and our kids caught the moments. Please enjoy. Okay, well, seems like it's a buffering hour. So speaking of that, you can see we had dance and theater, kids, visual artists working out there. We had our film kids involved. We had music, vocal and instrumental music from our kids walking around on the streets to performing in various venues.
Plus, there was lots of teachers on site who were actually creating art with the community there. And we had a lot of students who were participating with their teachers, creating art with the community. And that's the main thing, giving the students the power and the voice to then showcase what they're capable of doing and how they're capable of sharing it as well.
Thank you, Boca de Oro, for inviting us tonight. We had a great time.
Thank you.
I was so tickled getting to see those kids in that video. I forgot to mention too that we had our winners of the SAUSD LitCon, which is our own internal literary arts festival, as well as our nationally acclaimed speech and debate students. So we had a whole representation from literary artists, visual artists, performing artists. It was a spectacular day, and we look forward to the time when we can do it again.
And Robin, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that video that we just watched was a student-made production.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so that's
Thank you. Yeah.
So much talent.
We try to make sure that the students are leading the way. us as teachers are just the conduit to help them express themselves. And a lot of times as teachers, we're learning with them. We're learning a lot of these practices. I'm a digital media arts teacher, and switching gears, we're going to be going into our virtual art show. And this virtual art show is called Creativity is Not Canceled. Every year, we usually do a end of the year celebration with our students' art show. And this year we had to pivot, and we had to make sure that it was a digital art show that allowed everybody to participate. This year we had about every high school and every middle school participate except one. So we received over 200 submissions. Many of the works you guys are going to see are going to be addressing the pandemic and the students' feelings that they're experiencing at the time. But a lot of it is also some of the work that they were doing within the classroom. Our kids are very resilient. Some of the pieces in the show went on to place in the Congressional Art Show, sponsored by our own Congressman, Senator Lou Correa. The first place winner is going to be Dina's art students, whose work will be hung in the walls of Congress for a year.
That's right. Also, just so you guys know, you can view our full exhibit online in various different places. Our Instagram at SAUSD Arts on Facebook and on Twitter, as well as our main district visual arts page. Today, we're only going to be showing you a few because we're constrained on time. As Stephen said, we have over 200 submissions by our students. We do have a special guest, Ezekiel Cantu, who is my art student and was Stephen Ramirez art student at Century. So we're very proud of him for being here. We're going to talk a little bit about his work that was submitted to the show and have him answer a few questions.
Ezekiel, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Ezekiel. I've grown up in Santa Ana and went to Hoover Elementary, Sierra Preparatory Academy, and Century High School, and in Laurie Grissett. I plan to major in animation.
Okay, we're so excited to have you here, Ezekiel, and we're excited to share or learn a little bit more about you in just a few minutes. We do have Charles Grace here. So we're gonna cut to Charles, and then we'll come back to the Santa Ana Unified School District team, and highlight the second part, that creativity is not canceled. Thank you so much, Charles. I just want to let everybody watching right now, we can hear more of your amazing music at Charles Grace Music. That's your handle, right? Where else can we find you?
Yeah, on all the platforms, Facebook and Instagram is Charles Grace Music. Apple Music or Spotify, it's just Charles Grace. That last song that I played, you can hear on any of those streaming platforms. It's Quuelle is that title. So.
Perfect. Thank you. And I know we shared that. So everybody watching, tune in, support Charles. You are so talented, my friend. So.
Thank you. Muchas gracias, Maria.
Yay. So I like to, with that, thank you so much, Charles. I want to bring it back to the Santa Ana Unified School District, the arts team. Welcome back. Charles was incredible. What did you think?
He was great.
Super fabulous, and he's an inspiration. And thanks for acknowledging the teachers in your life who got you where you are.
Was so touching.
100%. I was gonna share briefly with you all that on more than one occasion I was able to submit song lyrics for assignments and use that in my learning. So I'm super, really. I'm gonna cry if I keep talking about it, but you all just are really, really awesome. Seriously, really appreciate what you guys are doing.
Well, it's been beautiful to share this space with you. So speaking of that, let's go to our Creativity is Not Canceled show.
So as we mentioned before, we had this creativity is not canceled idea because of the pandemic. And we wanted to inspire our students to not only connect with their teachers because they were yearning for that connection since we ended so abruptly. We also wanted them to inspire their community to stay creative and share with everyone, give them that platform so that we can share their creations with everyone. We had over 200 submissions, and we are featuring any grade from 6th to 12th grade in that full show that's available on all these links that you're seeing. So we're on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, we have our YouTube, and then our main visual arts website. We have anything from digital art to drawings, painting, ceramics, photography, and video as well. We're
Well, yeah, and I got the kids behind me, right? This is art they made too.
Yep. We are going to talk a little bit about our first student. Our spotlight is on Ezekiel Cantu, who is our artist, our guest artist here, and we're going to learn a little bit about his artwork.
Yes, welcome Ezekiel. We are so excited that you're here sharing your beautiful work. You know, it's really amazing to see this creativity unfold in front of us. Can you please tell us a little bit about this piece you created?
Well, basically, the background, I used cool colors like purple, violet, and blue to represent the night, the calm and vibrant night, and the water tower itself is a silhouette with the inside colored with yellow, orange, and red to represent the day, the warm, inviting day of Santa Ana.
Yes, that's beautiful for, you know, anybody who doesn't, I mean, everybody can recognize this symbol. The water tower is symbolic for us Santaneros and Santaneras. So it's incredible that you selected this to paint. How much time did you spend on your artwork, and, you know, from the classroom time to, you know, thinking about it? Tell us about, you know, that.
I spent about 4 periods on this painting. So it was from 3 to 4 hours painting in class, and outside of class, thinking about what I was gonna paint took about half an hour because I had to figure out how I was gonna make the stencil, which is what I used to make the silhouette of the water tower.
Yay. And why do you love the arts, Ezekiel?
Well, because I love to create. I love I have the ability to make things.
Yeah, and you're so talented for sharing that gift. You know, and your teachers, I'm sure they inspire you.
Yes, very much.
Ezekiel came to me as a freshman. Before he even started his freshman year, he took a summer art class. And that's his dedication. He didn't even have to take the class. He came in and it was just free form and just show me what you got. And he was experimenting in Photoshop, doing branding and creating artwork for his games that he wanted to then create, and showing his creative anime. He was a very creative student, and he's limitless because he works in all mediums. So I can't wait to see what he does.
Likewise, ditto. I'm so proud that Ezekiel's here. You're so brave and so courageous for sharing your artwork, and I'm glad he trusted me to give him this platform, because I know in the future he's gonna be big. I know it.
Yay. So you're so talented, Ezekiel. I'm excited to see the rest of your classmates' work. So it's part of this Creativity is Not Canceled show.
So what we have, first up, a student from Villa Fundamental. Her name is Elizabeth. She actually created this digital art. It's called Self-Portrait with Emojis. If you look closely, it's made up of nothing but emojis. So it has a really nice texture, even though it's a digital piece.
Oh, wow. I'm just now seeing that. That's incredible. You have to look really close. And I know I'll catch it on the DTSA Arts website for the full high quality image.
Yeah. This is Elena from Lathrop. She is presenting to us a painting that she did. It's titled Seeing and Understanding. And she's in 8th grade. So it's a detailed painting of an eye. So as an 8th grader, you can see that nice detail and foundation she's getting in the arts.
Wow.
Yeah, and she'll be able to develop that more within our programs, especially in the high school. But it's nice to see them starting in elementary and middle school and allowing that to grow, you know.
Here you have Nazanin, sorry. Her title is Bumblebee, and this is a painting on canvas, also an 8th grader over at Romero Cruz Academy. Amazing details. She actually got a very nice comment by Art of the Endangered. Jonathan Martinez was a artist from Santana who I agree with the amazing detail in this. As an 8th grader, I know she's gonna be blossoming later too.
It's beautiful.
This is Daniela from Mendez Fundamental. The title of this is called The World with Coronavirus. So as a reflection of what's going on in her artist statement, she reflected on how we don't have to look at all the negative things that are happening around us. Instead, she looked at it in a positive way and saw it as the earth sort of resting and cleansing in the time of the pandemic. This is Clarissa from Godinez Fundamental. The title is The Sweetness of a Flower. We wanted to bring this in because of our digital blossom that we're, the theme that's happening in this art walk. So this definitely reminds us of the flowers we see in our purple trees all around Santana. And she's in 9th grade.
Wow.
This is a 3D piece, Missing Link. It's ceramics from Valley High School. The student is Yaneli, and as a little fact that I just learned from her, she's starting a ceramic jewelry line, which is amazing. As a 10th grader, you can see that amazing detail in her piece.
So this is Manuela, and she was one of my students. She just graduated this past year as a senior. She came to me as a freshman as an English language learner, and she trusted me for her stay at Century. Teamed her up with another student that was a senior on her freshman year, and that senior came back because they established such a bond in the arts, and she came back to support her throughout her years. But this is work that she did digitally and created as a graphic trend and combined all these different photos. And I would never have expected her growth to be so much within her 4 years here at Century High School.
This is David from Santa Ana High School. The title of this is Entering a New World. It is a drawing, and you can see that surreal feeling in this drawing, super detailed, that nice perspective going on, amazing. And he's a 12th grader.
That's so beautiful.
This is Together is Better, Ask for Help. Student is Kathar from Century High School. She's a 12th grader, and it's a painting. So amazing detail value. Those geometric shapes stand out, amazing. And we have our first place congressional winner, Melvin, from Godinez Fundamental. The title is The Love for My Mom and Culture. You see that iconic water tower in the background, and he's a 12th grader as well. So this is the piece that's going to be displayed for winning that first place congressional arts competition.
Wow, that's beautiful. And will that be in Senator Luz Correa's office?
Yep.
Wow.
It's going to Congress. It's going to hang in the walls of Congress in Washington, D.C. for a whole year.
Wow. I'm so proud, you know, to be from Santana and to see that. Wow.
Definitely.
Yeah. So thank you for everybody being here tonight to support our kids. We're so thrilled and excited to be able to share this. We're cooking up some more exciting opportunities in the next Art Walk, so stay tuned. And we're excited to be sharing space with Frank Castle in the house. Can't wait to see and catch up on what he's doing. Thanks again to our amazing teachers, to Ezekiel, to the Art Walk team. This has been a fantastic experience, and we appreciate all that you're doing in our community and all the artists in our community. We love you, and we're thankful for you embracing our kids.
Okay, thank you so much for being here, guys. We love you guys. You're really making a difference in the lives of all the students and, the whole world, really, for investing your time in them.
Thank you.